Okay guys, we are back. What we're going to do is firstly prep the case. So you're going to have your case here. This case has tempered glass, so you might find that a lot of builders now, especially for gaming computers, would like a nice tempered sort of glass case or acrylic even to look through, so you can see all your nice work that you do at the end, or you know, if you're buying off someone, all the components inside too. So what you need to do is just be careful with this glass panel. I would recommend first thing you do is carefully take it off, put it aside somewhere safe, because if you crack it, you're done. You have to get another one from the manufacturer, or even buy a new case if they won't send it out to you, or you can't find a spare part for it. So do that first. Have a look at your manual that comes with, and any screws and stuff that's inside the case or in the box. This manual will tell you, well, generally the basics of what it comes with, everything it comes with, and the sort of like an install guide, but you don't really have to follow it if you don't want to. If you need help, you can. That's probably a good idea to have a look, because it tells you, you know, how the panels come off, whereabouts standoffs will be installed and stuff like that. But they will also have little markings usually in the case sometimes of where you put a ATX or micro ATX board. So yeah, have a look at that, and that can give you a bit of a guide. Again, be very careful because it is glass. It's got these very thin layers of film to protect it, but yeah. So we're going to pop that aside. Okay, now let's prep the case. So if you can see here on the video camera there, we're going to have all your cables there, so let's undo them. So just tied it on here, so it's on time. Careful not to nick the cables or anything. Usually it will take a fair bit to nick them, but yeah. There we go. Undo them. There's your loose screws it comes with. Some zip ties there too, looks like. So again, look on the manual what screws what. And these are your connectors here. So take them out. That's what's on here. It's up for the fan. Right. Okay, there we go. So have a look at these connectors to see what they are. Like that's a 3-pin. Yep. It's nice then, they've got a little protector on the pins. Not sure if I have seen that before or not, probably. But yeah. I'm actually really interested in this case because it's a budget friendly case, nice and sort of cheapish. So for the quality, you're pretty satisfied with it. So yeah, up here you've got your cables for your case, USB ports, audio jacks, your power button, and if you've got like a RGB or LED light, we've got a little button there for it, and the hard drive lights or SSD lights. So yeah, that's that. You can look in the manual, see if your manual might describe what cable's what. Now, don't stress too much if it doesn't, because you can have a look on the connectors themselves and they will generally say what they are. So for example, VDG, you could also try tracing it back. I actually do not know what VDG is meant to be. Oh, that's the RGB. I don't know why it's called VGG, but I thought it would be RGB. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah. Then you got your one cable here, which is a 2-pin connector. That's going to be your hard drive LED light. That's the positive. And you've got, not positive, that is your hard drive LED light, and it's got positive and negative on it. The positive, one thing to note, I don't know if you can see it on camera, I'll go a bit closer later, but on these positive and negative cables, like your LED light cables, you're going to have a little arrow there. Now, that little arrow that's nicked there means that's the positive side of the connector. So take aware of that, because if it's wrong, then your LEDs won't turn on, because the polarity is the wrong way. So just flip it around if it is wrong. You won't blow it up, just, yeah, FYI. And then we've got the power button cables, so these are, again, positive and negative. You got your power switch cable, positive and negative, again. Yep, that's that. And then we've got these sort of flat cables, which this one is your audio jack cable. And we've got this one here, same thing. This one is your USB 2.0s. So this cable here will power 2 of these USB 2.0 jacks using the one cable. That's good. And this one is, love the feel of that. Anyway, that's for your USB 3.0 cable, 3.0 ports. Again, it runs 2 USB 3.0 ports on the one cable. So if you're concerned about, oh, is my motherboard doesn't have 2 of the 3.0 connectors, well, if you got one of these, you can run 2 with one connector, so that's pretty cool. Don't have to worry about having 2, which I haven't looked, but yeah, I won't go on about. And you've got your fan here that it comes in pre-installed. I think I mentioned that before. It's got a 3-pin connector on it. It also has another options of connecting it if you wanted to. It's got other options to connect it. It's also got like a Molex connector if you wanted to do it that way. I personally, in my opinion, don't like to power my fans off Molex straight, because Molex, if you do it that way, what happens is your fans are going to run just, you know, at its just one speed all the time, probably your highest speed now. So you can see here, first thing you want to do, in my opinion anyway, is this little slot here is your IO ports. That's where the IO shield will go. Yep. So your ports on your motherboard, they're going to stick out the back here. So, you know, if you've seen desktop computers before, you can plug in your mouses and all sort of things to the back. That's where that goes there. So make sure you put this shield in first. Otherwise, you're going to go ahead, try to put the motherboard in, and you're going to go, oh, well, crap, you know, I don't have a plate here. It's going to just be an empty gap. So yeah, first thing we're going to do is put that in. So if you have a look in your motherboard box, it's going to come with one of these, your IO shield. So yeah, we'll open that up and install that one. Okay, so with the shield, you want to make sure it is facing the right way. So you can see that you want your, on this one, I'm going to have it facing this way. You'll notice on the shield, you've got like a little bit of a lip going around. And then you're going to have on the other side, things sticking out, like little bits of metal from the cutouts. Now, them bits on the cutouts is going to be going on the inside of your case. So the outside of the case is the nice flush part. The inside of the case is going to be these pins sticking out. So what you're going to do, take this cable out of the way, okay, from the inside, with it facing the right way, just go ahead and pop her in. They should just kind of pop in. Shouldn't have to be too much force. Just gently, you know, pop it in. You'll notice when it is in. There you go. Maybe a tiny bit of force, but not too much. Not too much where you're going to bend it. Just, you can see here, you're going to have little markings. I don't know if you can see that on the side there. And you're going to have markings to, you know, what size board you've got and where to put the standoffs. Again, you can refer to your manual. But yeah, generally on cases it will show you. So, you know, A for ATX, that's your standard ATX board. And then you've got your U for micro ATX. And then you got your I for the ITX. Okay, so the fans we are installing today are going to be 120mm fans Colink. Alright, so what you're going to need is pretty much a Phillips head. Where is my Phillips head? I've lost my Phillips head. One sec. There it is. Okay, Phillips head. let's open these fans up. Screws that came. Oh wow, they're in little bags. That's cool. There's the fan here. So I won't bore you. I'm going to install one fan. They pretty much will, will be the same. So forgot to mention, guys, to make it easier with your fan installation, some cases allow you to take off the front panel. So on this one, we lift from the bottom. Check your manual. It will show you how to unlift it, or it should. So if we just unclick here gently at the bottom, there you go. Comes off like that. That way it'll be easier for when you install the fans. So we'll get one of the fans installed. Okay, so with these fans, you're going to have two sides of the fans. Obviously, your exhaust will usually be where your cable is kind of flat there. If you see that, that means air is going to be coming in. Air is going to be coming out on that side, and then your air is going to be coming in on the other side, where your nice logo is, and it looks nicer on that side, obviously. But yeah, there it is there. You can check your fan manufacturer. They might have a guide on what side is the intake and what side's the exhaust. But yeah, that is generally what it is. Should be like that on pretty much all fans. Okay, so we'll get the screws, pop her in. Got 4 screws there. I like to do always one screw on that corner, then go diagonally across to that corner, and then that corner and that corner, so it's even pressure. So we're going to want this to be taking fan into the case in this case. So I'm going to be putting the fans like so. Do the first one up here first. Alright, so just line it up with your holes here. So this case has like little kind of slots, grooves, so you can move the fan up and down to where you like it. There. I was actually a little bit concerned at the start of this because I was going to clearance between the front panel of this case, and I'm going, I'm screwing the fan but not flush. Yeah, fine, not snug, but it's fine. Okay guys, we've got the fans installed. So here they are there. So you've got 3 fans there, that'll be the intake, and then exhaust one here. So now we are going to say that that is all prepped and ready, and we're going to jump on to the next step, which is installing the CPU RAM into the motherboard. So see you then.